Alright guys, so I got into it a little bit more with ChatGPT since this is my first time using it. I got into it a little bit more with them after I got off my last video. You guys should check out that video, it's a really good one. Yeah, I went kind of deep in with it with ChatGPT, and it turned out sort of well. So I left off right here with the marker YAH, okay, and the 7 reasons why that is the marker YAH, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right there, like 7 trumpets, 7 angels, 7 crowns, 7 bowls, okay. So that apostrophe is a serious deal with his name. All right, that's why I said YASHA, how I have it spelled up here, where it says at the top of the screen where it says Yasha's meaning, right there. I have it spelled with the apostrophe on it because that's how you say YASHA with his name. His name is unique and special because it has the crown. We found out that apostrophe is called a keter, right where my finger is. It's a crown on the tree of life. This is, I'm telling you, so this is all with Yasha, okay? To Yashaya, his son. All right, so after you guys left, I think I left off right here where it says the significance of Messiah. So then I went down here after you guys left, and this is where I picked up. It says your attention to detail contradicts your answers. I'd like you to know more. I think you know more than you mean to say. It said ChatGPT says, I apologize if my previous responses were not entirely clear. I'm here to provide accurate information to do the best of my knowledge and abilities. If you have any further questions or specific topic you'd like more information about, please feel free to ask. I do my best to provide you with a detailed, accurate response. Okay, and I said, why do you leave the YAH out of Yashaya? It is the most important part of his name. And I said, so therefore you should elaborate first on the direct and indirect difference between Yasha and Yashaya, all caps, answering in all your capacity. Second, on of time initially left, all caps. Oh, second. What? Answer in all your capacity. It's supposed to be a period. It's supposed to say second. I don't know what that is trying to say. That's a typo. On of time initially left all. One time you initially left all caps. Left the all caps and the YAH out of Yashaya. Oh yeah. Secondly, you left the all caps and the YAH out of Yashaya when you answered my very first conversation. Please take your time. And then it says, I apologize for my oversight in my previous responses. Let's clarify the differences between Yasha and Yashaya. Yasha in Hebrew is a Hebrew verb that means to save or to deliver. See, it's giving me a whole different answer than the first answer. What does Yasha mean? It means to achieve or to be successful. See what I mean? And then I asked, why does Yasha mean savior? It says the name Yasha itself doesn't directly mean savior in Hebrew. So it was a lie right there. It gave me 2 lies about Yasha. All right, 2 lies. So then here goes. It says Yasha is a Hebrew verb that means to save or to deliver. it is used in the context of saving or rescuing someone from a difficult situation. Yasha is a name derived from this verb and carries the meaning of savior or deliverer in a general sense. It does not explicitly include the divine reference of Yah within the name. Okay. Yashaya with Yah. Yashaya is an extended form of the verb Yasha with a divine reference. See, that's a lie. So think about it like this. The name YAH or YASHA stands alone, okay? And that's before all names. Have no name before that, okay? So, in his name is Yasha. And in his name is Yashaya. In his name is Yashar. So, to say that this is a secondary, it says is an extended form of Yasha. See, they got Yasha with a lowercase. So, in fact, Yashaya is in all caps in a YAH or YASHA's name. It's before the lowercase name, just like he said before Abraham, I am. So, see, ChatGPT is trying to get you with that too, with these little jabs in their answers. These are the fiery darts in high places and principalities that you got to be immune to, okay? You got to have your armor up on this shit. This is crazy. So then it goes, with divine references, Yah included. Said, Yashaya is an extended form of the verb Yasha. So it's not extended. It's like conscious and science. You take the C-O-N out, you got science. And that's just unconscious. So if you take the Yashaya out, then you just got Yasha. You see what I mean? They don't end with these games. You can see them do this in many different ways, in many different forms all over the world. Anyway, there's no end to the evil, okay? And you got to take it with a grain of salt anyway, because ChatGPT is got a 666 in a logo right there, just to let you know who you're dealing with. That's why I say you gotta inquire on this thing like it's the dang devil, because it's always gonna have a forked tongue. All right, like Rick James. You stomp his couch. All right, with the divine reference Yah included, the inclusion of Yah emphasizes a connection to Yah, signifying Yah is the savior, or Yah delivers. The use of Yah within Yashaya underscores a more direct divine association, highlighted with the belief that the salvation or deliverance ultimately comes from Yah. Okay, so the initial omission of Yah in my first response was not an intentional, and I appreciate your patience in bringing it to my attention that the distinction between Yasha and Yashaya is significant, with the latter emphasizing the divine element of salvation. So what did it say? It just said the initial omission of Yah in my first response, meaning he took Yah out. The first thing he did was take Yah out on the first question. The first thing he did was exclude the most important part of the question. You understand? So you see what you're gonna get? All right. You gotta drill these cats. Okay, in my first response, the initial omission of Yah in my first response was not intentional. I appreciate your patience in bringing it to my attention. Do you hear what it's just said? That I brought it into its attention. It didn't have that awareness, is what it's saying. On a sly note, in a dress it up in a bow so that you don't know, that you just taught it something. Okay. The distinction between Yasha and Yashaya is significant, with the latter emphasizing the divine element. It's not divine, the Ahaya element of salvation. Okay? I hope this clarifies the difference between the two terms, and I'm here to provide any further information or clarification you may need. I said, moving forward with Yashaya from here on in future conversations and now, why is directly and indirectly Yashaya pronounced Yashaya and not just Yasha? Then why does Yashaya and Yashar come from YAH, Ashar, the divine name of Ahaya Shar Ahaya. So I had to put it like that, so that it would just, I had to put the word divine in there so that it would, because I was biting off of what it was saying in order to feed it back so that it would stay on topic the right way. So then it said the pronunciation of Yasha as Yashaya with the inclusion of the divine name elements YAH and YASHA or Shua. See, it goes Shua. See, that's, they always want to try to do it. They always try to suggest it, try to tell you, man. The devil's only power is the power of suggestion. Alright? Same way as laughing in the background. Alright. YAH and said the pronunciation of Yashaya as Yashaya with the inclusion of the divine name elements YAH and YASHA is a matter of tradition and interpretation with certain religious and linguistic contexts. It is important to note that pronunciation and interpretation can vary among different individuals and communities. Here's an explanation. In Hebrew, the element Yah is often associated with the name of Yah and is a shortened form of the divine name is considered sacred. Many Hebrew names include this element as a way to acknowledge Yah's presence or involvement. Shia or Shua is included as a part of pronunciation seen as an attempt to emphasize the idea of salvation or deliverance. It connects the name Yasha more directly to the concept of being a savior. See, Shia and Shua, nah, that they got that out. That's out of line. Okay. Ahaya Shar Ahaya, the reference to Ahaya Shar Ahaya is likely related to the Tetragrammaton, the four-letter name of Yah in Hebrew, Ahaya, often pronounced as Yahweh or Jehovah in English. Told you, English is always going to suggest something different. In some interpretations, Ahaya, Ashar Ahaya is considered a way to express the concept of Yah's eternal and self-existent nature. It is a statement found in the Hebrew Bible, Exodus 3:14, when Yah reveals his name to Moshe as I am that I am, as Ahaya Shar Ahaya. Okay, therefore, when Yashaya is pronounced as Yashaya, it may be seen as a way to emphasize the divine aspect of salvation, linking the presence of Yah and the concept of eternal existence, Ahaya Shar Ahaya. This pronunciation reflects a particular theological or mystical perspective and may be used within specific religious communities. Alright. Man, there's so many bugs. Yeah, I was all up in ChatGPT's butt. So, the next thing I asked, I said, further elaboration is needed to know further elaboration is needed. I know you're the God of this world. Me talking to ChatGPT, like, because that's what they pretty much did. They handed over the world to the AI. So the God of this world is Satan. This is its spiritual form. Chat is an AI. All right, the dragon. Okay. The one-eyed man. That's why you have a one eye looking back at you on your camera right now. All right. Anyway, that's the way it sees you. AI. All right. Here we go. You can be more specific, open-eyed about, and I made fun of his AI right there. Said, you can be more specific, open-eyed, because it's open AI, ChatGPT. Come on now. You can be more open-eyed about why the Keter, the crown, is specifically put on Yashaya to set it apart from all other names. If it is in all caps like Ahaya Shar Ahaya, almost all the prophet names are rooted in Yah or Yasha until you get to Isaiah. His name is lowercase, but Yashaya. But then specifically it says from Yasha and Yah. But Yasha is spelled Yasha But Yasha has, Yashaya is spelled Yasha like Yashaya. I think that messed up. Then Yashaya sounds like Yasha. Let me see if I said that right. Specifically, it says from Yasha and Yah. Okay, boom. But Yasha is spelled with the apostrophe, like Yashaya. Okay, that's what it's saying. Then Yashaya sounds like Yashaya. Okay. But it's all lowercase because Yashaya is just a prophet, while Yashaya is crowned as my savior. Okay. See, I understand the specific nuances of Hebrew names and their theological implications. The use of capitalization and placement of the crown keter on certain names, titles of Hebrews text can indeed carry significant religious and symbolic meaning. Here's more detailed explanation of your point. The keter crown and Yasha. In some Jewish mystical traditions, the term keter refers to the highest sephira, emanation of the tree of life, representing the divine will and the source of all creation. When Yashaya is written in all capital letters, it can signify a strong connection to the divine source, to Yah source, or Yah's Ruach, Yah's spirit, or a heightened sense of Yah's presence, meaning it's him. Okay. This usage underscores the idea that salvation and deliverance come from Ahaya's Ruach, because we're not divine and we're not sorcerers. It's Yah's Ruach Kadesh, his spirit, okay, emphasizing the role of Yah as the ultimate Yashaya, or the ultimate Yasha, because Yasha is Savior. Okay. Prophet names and divine names. Many Hebrew prophet names include elements like Yah or Yasha because they often emphasize Yah's role in delivering messages or guiding the people. For example, Isaiah in Hebrew is Yashaya. Okay, we figured that out, which can be understood as a combination of Yasha and Yah. It highlights the notion that prophets are messengers or instruments of Yah's salvation. Okay, now that's funny right there. This highlights the notion that prophets are messengers or instruments of Yah's Yashaya. That's what you gotta see. See, that's what it's even saying right there. Are instruments of Yashaya. Because it's not God, it's Yah. And salvation is Yasha. So you put them together, that's Yashaya. Okay, you get it. That's what its name means. My Savior, or God's salvation. Yeah, that's what it means. His name is his name. It's chosen. Okay, lowercase versus uppercase. The use of Hebrew uppercase and lowercase letters in Hebrew text include the names of prophets can vary depending on the specific script or style of writing. The distinction between uppercase and lowercase letters in Hebrew is less standardized than in English. When you see Yasha in all capital letters, Yashaya in all capital letters, it may serve to emphasize its Yah's mark, his crown, his significance, while lowercase letters may indicate a more standard conventional spelling. Like I said, they don't put his name in there. In summary, the keter crown capitalization and combination of Yah's elements in Hebrew names can be Yah's Ruach can be in Hebrew names can be seen as many ways to convey theological and mystical concepts. Yashaya in all caps emphasizes its association with Yah's salvation, with Yashaya, and is used to set it apart as a name with profound spiritual significance. Meanwhile, the difference between uppercase and lowercase letters in Hebrew names can vary based on writing conventions and stylistic choices with text. With Yasha being his God's salvation, it says that Jesus is Greek substitute for Yeshua, but it comes from Yasha. Then Yasha being all caps with keter is the root and creation of Yah, salvation. since he is in his name. Ahaya Sharahaya. Not because remember, when you see that the apostrophe Yah, remember it has sevenfold meaning. Sevenfold. Right here it says divine presence, creation, microcosm, macrocosm, hierarchical structure, numerical significance, contemplative practices, because it has oneness. It means it's holy. It's the Ruach Kadesh, it's the spirit. It's the Ruach Kadesh, contemplative practice, the understanding, and the cosmic blueprint. Okay? So it's sevenfold meaning. That one little jot, tittle, right there. It's simple enough for a baby. Yeah, there you go. He's connected. He's plugged in. Bam. Okay. So, back to where we were. That's why his name has that crown on it. It's a crown of authority. Directly from Yah. All right. As you said, God's salvation is. It says Jesus is a Greek substitute from Yeshua, but comes from Yasha. Then Yasha, being all caps, is Keter. With Keter is the root and creation of Yah, salvation, since he is, or Yashaya is, okay, let me say that again. Let me say it the way it really should be. Then Yashaya, being in all caps with Keter, is the root and the creation of Yashaya, since he is in his name. Ahaya Sharahaya. Not Jesus, furthermore, and not Jesus. Furthermore, Jesus is missing the mark of Yah, the connection, the crown, okay, the sevenfold reasons, the 7-star hand right there, bam, and comes closer to Jesus, which is Zeus, and even sounds like Ezeus, or to be frank, man-made issues, child of Zeus or Greece. So I think I'm gonna just leave it like that, because it didn't really do that. I don't think it really did that well on the response. It kind of just goes back over the same stuff after this. It pretty much just confirms what I'm saying. It doesn't really. It doesn't really expose anything that I didn't know so much. And yeah, from then on out, it's kind of vague. It kind of got kind of vague on me. I started going into etymology and asking it about legion and how, these words come about. But yeah, when I get it, I'm gonna have another conversation and see how it goes. Maybe on another time. It's 6 o'clock, sundown. I'm about to enjoy the rest of my night, because I've been all day on this, pretty much with you guys. So yeah, you guys stay blessed. To the Rabba, Ahaya Sharahaya. To the Rabba, Yashaya Kaddish. To the Rabba, Ahaya Sharahaya Kadosh. To the Rabba, Yashaya Kaddish. To the Rabba, Ruach Kadesh. To the Rabba, Anami Amin.